contest here at RWA Spectacle is scheduled for one fall.
Once again, we want to thank all of our sponsors for helping us out this evening. This has truly been a community event. We love to hand over a big fat purse to the Rhode Island Chapter of Special Olympics.
And Bobby Rossi, we were talking about the new faces.
Oh, here's one of them.
Tonight, he's sponsored by Cipriano Abruzzi, accompanied by Roxanne Fury. He is the last of his kind. LaCroix!
This is a debut that I have been excited for since it was announced and confirmed. The last of his kind, Jeremy LaCroix, accompanied by the ever beautiful piece of his life, Roxanne Fury, here to make his mark on RWA.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you, Zach. I only know of these two in name. I understand they're both a pair of emerging talents here in Southern New England, and RWA has been a host to quite a few debuts this year. So, I mean, Jeremy LaCroix, I must say, the sky is the limit for you, my friend.
Well, a lot of that comes with the fact of the very successful business that is Renegade Ring Rentals. Of course, T. Phoenix is taking that ring everywhere he can, and so much talent comes to help put this together, make wrestling happen, and Jeremy LaCroix is getting a huge opportunity here tonight in front of this crowd alongside, look at those two. That is a superstar couple if I've ever seen one.
They certainly appear to be on the same page. Time will tell.
Johnston, Rhode Island.
You gotta hear this, man.
Oldest loser.
People better.
My name is Jeremy LaCroix, and this beautiful, gorgeous woman is Roxanne Fury. Now, before I beat the brakes off of your hometown guy, Cipriano Abruzzi, I have one person in the crowd that I have to address first.
Right? You think you're so funny with those signs, huh? Yeah?
Oh no, don't target sign, guy.
Big ups to the CEO of the South Coast Sign Crew, the SCSC.
Well, clearly, Jeremy LaCroix.
Johnston, Rhode Island, weighing in at 225 pounds, lights out, Cipriano Abruzzi.
Well, as Jeremy was giving the sign guy a taste of his own medicine, he's now going to turn his focus to the RWA original, Cipriano Abruzzi.
Well, I'll tell you one thing about Cipriano that most people don't know. Sure, he is one of the cornerstones here at the RWA, but that's not his only bit of history. This man has a history in actual combat. He is a veteran of the United States Marine Corps, a former sniper who has seen combat. A wrestling match? This is kind of just how the guy breaks away from his norm. This is how he relaxes. Cipriano Abruzzi was once known as the RWA's strongest man. I doubt LaCroix has done his homework. To be able to say he's going to beat the brakes off his Cipriano Abruzzi, I'm sorry, this kid's talking tough. I got to see just how to walk he's got behind him.
There's a reason that he calls himself the last of his kind, because in a world full of pretend wrestlers, he is the last true grappler. And his goal here tonight is to break down Cipriano Abruzzi, send him to a potential early retirement. Of course, we know that Cipriano Abruzzi is on his final run, no set end date in sight, so every match could potentially be his last.
And for a long time, he really did live as if every day could very well be his last. So it's just par for the course. It's just the way Cipriano Abruzzi is. I guarantee you, he's not fazed any bit by the fact of LaCroix having a manager at ringside. He's not fazed one bit by the moniker. I really think that LaCroix might have bitten off more than he could chew in this encounter.
But you cannot discredit Roxanne Fury at ringside. It's going to be very different than when Stephen Lust was out here with Nick Marchand. She is going to do everything she can for her bread and butter, let me tell you.
And I can imagine being a student and a pupil of Paul Roma's, LaCroix may have a lot more to the table than meets the eye. One should never really judge a book by its cover. But after a bit of a grappling exchange with the former strongest man in the RWA, things don't look too good for him.
Jeremy thought that he could use his youth and exquisite precision to his advantage, but Cipriano Abruzzi, just one tough SOB, and he is on the chase right now. He is ready to hunt down Jeremy LaCroix, but there's Roxanne Fury getting right in the face of Cip. He wouldn't hit a woman, would he?
He has no problem with it, honestly. I've seen him clip plenty of female talent on the roster in the past.
Well, Roxanne Fury certainly not backing down from the legend. These two looking to become potential future legends, especially if they can pick up a victory over Cipriano. But there's that veteran experience. Goaded him in, rolled out of the way of the elbow.
He got a very keen eye, Cipriano Abruzzi, and I'd be surprised if that was the only time he draws in LaCroix to make it a poor choice. He's known to do that, goading his opponents into making some poor judgments.
You got to have a keen eye being a sniper, and you got to be a tough guy to be a nightclub bouncer as he currently is, having to make sure to keep people out of his club. He feels that RWA is his club, and he's looking to expel Jeremy LaCroix out of his ring. Beautiful bridge off that suplex, but only a 2.
I have not seen a T-bone suplex finished with a bridging pin in a long time. Cipriano Abruzzi is known to be a bruiser and a brawler, but the thing that he brings to the table that a lot of people forget is the wrestling acumen of a true freestyler. That was his upbringing in high school.
The Queen of the Indies, Tiffany, would give that bridge a 10 out of 10 with the toes, but Jeremy LaCroix looking to get a 10 out of 10 score. But I think he realized the mistake he made trying to go shot for shot.
He's just making it angry. And I feel as though Cipriano Abruzzi is losing his patience.
I mean, it's hard to lose what he never had. I don't know if he ever had patience for Jeremy LaCroix. Roxanne Fury certainly not liking what she's seeing right now. But Cip just laying in those shots.
Oh! A blatant gouge of the eyes by Jeremy LaCroix in a desperate attempt to get some breathing room, if you will.
Cip ain't going to be seeing anything after getting those eyes raked and getting a boot right to the mush, straight into the DDT.
Simple yet effective. Signs of Roma. Cipriano Abruzzi up against the ropes right now, if you will.
That simple but effective mindset is what Jeremy prides himself on. He doesn't need to be flashy. He doesn't have to do 15 flips and corkscrews. All he has to do is kick your ass, beat you down, and take the win.
Easier said than done. I mean, that's a tall order, in my opinion. And look at this. The first chance she gets, that Jezebel, Roxanne Fury, is taking her share of cheap shots.
What do you mean? She was just making sure that his nose was straight. We were talking about crooked noses earlier.
Come off it, Zach.
Well,
give me a break.
Well, Jeremy is moments away, just an inch away from getting a 3 count based on his wrestling acumen, his skill in that ring right now. Look at that, using the ropes, using every square inch of that ring to break down the veteran. Cipriano Abruzzi has won every championship that RWA has to offer. Outside the Ocean State, it did not exist yet when he was around. But so imagine, Jeremy LaCroix gets this win tonight, that's going to be huge.
And to your point, the pool has certainly gotten a lot wider over the years. There's a lot stiffer competition here in the scene than there has been in years past. I won't deny any bit of that.
And now look at this, Cip just throwing desperation shots, trying to do what he can to create separation. but not separation. If he's got Jeremy on his shoulders,
Another gouge to the eyes. Look at this! A boot to the mush, and that sends the big guy to the canvas yet again.
the game plan working to absolute perfection, and now look at this great pin right here. That is definitely something he's picking up from the PAPW Academy.
I'll be honest with you. Dare I say that the powers that be here in the matchmaking department really did do their homework. From what I can tell, LaCroix has more than just a mean streak. He's got more than just a short fuse. This guy's got an actual history on the mats. I can see it.
He's been training very hard to get where he is in such a short time. And now going for that signature lariato, but no slouch. A battle of the lariats, same idea, both men down.
Both men have been exhausted by the final blow that each had in their gas tank. Neither have responded to the referee's standing 10 count at this point.
All these people here firmly behind Cipriano Abruzzi, but the only person Jeremy LaCroix needs behind him is his voice of reason right there, Roxanne Fury. And look at that, she is willing him back up to continue this fight. But Cipriano also up to a knee, and now this is breaking down into a slugfest.
Shots are being thrown and traded. LaCroix begrudgingly gets to his feet.
Can't take it away from Jeremy. He is going shot for shot. He is going deep into these waters against Cipriano Abruzzi. This is a fight.
Abruzzi looking to throw that meat hook. He misses big. Oh, and he lands himself in a backbreaker. Could it be enough? 2.5, says our official.
Wanted to break the back, give Sip a little sciatica right there, but unfortunately it wasn't enough to get him the big Winnica.
He might have done a good amount of damage, I'll give you that. I mean, I've seen Cipriano Abruzzi age over the years, and it seems as if his recovery rate isn't quite what he used to be. But this is a tough old son of a gun.
Roxanne loving the view of those straps coming down. Those pecs are flying, but Sip able to duck that flying line.
Abruzzi with a last burst of energy. Does he do it?
Jeremy LaCroix putting in a great fighting effort in his RWA debut, but he could not avoid the headshot of the sniper of Cipriano Abruzzi, who gets the big dub here tonight.
Certainly does. And the thing about Cipriano Abruzzi, he's uncompromising. It's the way he wrestles, it's the way he lives. And that is what you can expect, my friends. A brawler, a bruiser with a plan, and a never say die attitude.
Well, we still got plenty left to go. But Bobby Rossi, I gotta go. I'm gonna tag out to my man, Coach C. It was a pleasure to be here with you.
Likewise, my friend. Thank you very much for joining me, Zayvale. I'm sorry, I definitely butchered your last name. But folks, as we take our attention here at ringside, LaCroix can't get to his feet fast enough. These two are gonna have to take it to the lockers. It's time to refocus and re-strategize.